It's the National Football.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
And leading them out in the third year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Throwing, Jones.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jones. Short throw to Dissly. 7 yards there and a first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones
will swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. Short throw to Dissly. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
22 yards. First down, Saints.
Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now it's Jackson.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Colts.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw again.
That completes it again to Metcalf. You look at this Colt defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jones throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught here by Metcalf.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st and 10, Jones. Short throw to Dissly. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Short throw to Dissly. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints 1st down.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Devontae Casey on the coverage.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Jackson. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's when
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that deep. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jackson on first down.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jackson on first down.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jackson will throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Now it's Jackson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Jackson now on second and 10.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gay's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Colts to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Wilson in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This deep.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing Jones. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught at the 2. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 1-yard line.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Saints 13.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On 2nd down, Jackson.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Fights through and now a crease. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play,
back now in Indianapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Jones now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
Operating from the gun. Jones pushes past him. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 5. And the Saints 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Saints.
Back to throw again.
and that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw a spot, an opening, and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Jackson on second down. And he completes it to Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense so far on third down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Cameron Sample in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
For the Colts field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
24-yard gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw to Dissly. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and
They'll look to throw again.
Colts 41-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
Back to throw. Jones.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
74 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Houston on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Colts,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.